Hello everybody, how are you? I'm Fotini from Greece. I'm a high priestess, a blue rose, and I'm here in my channel, Holistic Healing, a title that was given through the main goddess in my country, Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and also the city that I'm in, Athens. And today I was called, to tell you the truth, the last 2 days I am called to do this video, but I had to take notes from my downloads so that I can be prepared. So I'm going to talk about the golden ray. As you might know, and if you don't, this channel is about self-knowledge and education and healing. According to esoteric healing, is knowing thyself. So we have different colors of rays. The rays are energetic waves running through creation, and we as multidimensional beings, we have our own unique ray blueprint. This is something that I'm offering for each individual in a book, an ebook, where I channel your individual rays and also your astrology, your astrocartography. It's like your very own encyclopedia. But this video is about talking about the golden, specifically about the golden ray. The golden ray is the ray of illumination. It's not yellow, it's golden. And it's part of an energetic wavelength that was hidden from the earth plane since the fall of Atlantis. It was part of an ascended energetic field that was running during the Atlantean era. And it has to do with the illuminated mind. The illuminated mind is the enlightened mind, who is in tune with the mind of God, the mind of creation. But at the last stages before the fall of Atlantis, because the minds were hijacked, were, let's say, didn't operate as they should, we had the fall of consciousness, the fall of the consciousness of the higher mind being illuminated. And so we fall into darkness. And the darkness was actually the bottom of the ocean, of the Atlantic Ocean, which was the color blue, which is the blue rays. Okay, I am a blue rose, but I'm also a golden child. I will explain. After we had the first awakening in harmonic convergence in 1987, there was a call in all dimensions for the blue rays to awaken and be the vessels for the golden ray to come back to Earth. And why the blue ray? The blue ray is the first ray of Archangel Michael. I am from the family of Michael. The blue rays were the ones who opened the way, where the souls were who were incarnated between 1960 and 1970, not after that, because I hear a lot about that. So the blue rays were here to open the road, to open the path for the golden ray to come back to Earth. The golden ray is the ray of Christ consciousness. It's the ray through which Yeshua came into this planet. And it's the ray that is coming from Orion. The Christ consciousness, the golden ray, is the ray of illumination. It's the ray of illuminated mind that is attuned to love. It's not the emotional love, because the emotional love, which is actually the sixth ray, which is the ruby ray, is based on conditioned love. I do something good and so you love me. This was part of the evolutionary step of humanity. And it started after Yeshua left the earth plane. And I'm saying that after he left because he didn't come here to establish the ruby ray. He came here to establish the golden ray. But the thing is that there was so much darkness on the planet that the ruby ray was needed. And what that means, it means that somehow people were forced to be good, yes, maybe under the influence of church, of good and bad, of duality, and it's part of Apostle Paul, which main stellium in Scorpio, providing the color red, in coloring Christianity, helped on one hand, but everything was coming out of duality, helped from one hand to spread the new teaching, but on the other hand, spread fight. Because the color red has to do with fight, has to do with the color of fire. And so, as we going out of the Piscean age and we are entering into the age of Aquarius, which the color is purple, which is blue and red, we must understand that each ray comes with a certain energetic field, with a certain substance, and it creates in the physical plane dualistic behaviors or dualistic results. Now, the thing is that you cannot create out of duality, because duality has inherently fight. And I don't mean fight in sense of literally fight, but there is a separation. And the separation is between I have this opinion and you have another. Feminine, masculine, dark and light. Because it's the way, and this is what I want you to be very mindful of, it's a way of educating people. But now, humanity, after 2020 and the virus, was called to make a grand reset. And the reset was the second coming of the golden ray, the ray of Christ. It's not about Yeshua coming back. It's about us all in humanity embodying, if we choose to, the golden ray. Because the golden ray is the ray of the Christ child. It's the ray of our soul, whether we are in this ray, and that's why I mentioned you have to have your own blueprint, but it is the ray of our solar system. And whether we are in this blueprint or we are not, for example, the people who are not carrying the Christ, the golden ray within their blueprint, they have to adjust. What that means? It's very simple. I will give you an allegory to understand it. They have to buy a new dress because the old is out of sync anymore. It's out of alignment. So they have to buy a new dress, and the new dress is the golden dress, the golden ray. Of course, they are also the golden rays. I am a third ray, which is, I am a golden child, and I'm carrying this ray in my own blueprint, but it's not everybody's ray. The golden ray is the ray of the Christ child, the Christ within, the love that is the illumination of the darkness that exists upon earth. Now, this ray has a lot to do with discernment, but nothing to do with right or wrong. And you have to be very, very careful about that, because it is the ray of peace, it is the ray of wisdom, and the third eye, the high priestess. I say that in all my videos that I am a high priestess. I was trained for that. My previous job was to be a lawyer, but previous incarnations I was a high priestess in all temples in Greece, but I was a priestess also in Atlantis. And the message for me, and I'm delivering this to you, is that the golden ray is here to be embodied so that you can see the beauty and the peace in everything, and so that we can step into the new golden era, the era of Aquarius, which is not a repetition of Atlantis. No, because, why? Because now we have the wisdom of what happened in Atlantis. And that's why the embodiment of the golden ray doesn't take sides. It isn't here for you to say what is right or what is wrong. And it's one of the three flame, the main flame, the other is pink and blue, and it is here because the era of Aquarius is the era of peace. But in order to embody this golden ray, you have to work with the energy of Christ, the energy of Yeshua, but you have to work with your own soul. The code that Yeshua gave me in the Great Eclipse in 2016 of the axis Leo Aquarius, which by the way are starting next month after 10 years, was the code 133. All the codes, I'm going to post all the codes in my in the description box, or you can send me an email in the community board. The code 133 is your connection to your soul. It's an energetic archive audio that I'm sending to you, and it is a certain way, meditation, facilitating you connecting with your soul, the frequency of your soul, the color of your soul, and so that you can embody, not talk about it, but embody your, embody the golden ray. Now, many will ask why, let me, just a moment, because I'm seeing my nose. Yes, why you need to embody the Christ, the golden ray. The golden ray is the frequency of our solar system, is where we are entering. So if you are not embodying it, you are out of alignment, and you either in one side or the other. That means that you are in a constant fight. You are in a constant fight within your nervous system. That means that you have to fight for everything, but also the opposite side is to control and to have fear. And so your nervous system, because it's all about frequency, your nervous system doesn't know peace, knows only fear. The only peace that you know is what you can control. That means that you don't change, because subconsciously you say, I'm not changing everything because that will change my status quo and this will change my peace. But this is not peace. This is an illusion, and this is what you have to understand. That's why the golden ray. The golden ray will show you what happened exactly in the world right now, so that you can make discernment, so that you can take a certain position and accountability, not side. And it coming, as it was with him, out of your body. It's not your thinking. Your thinking is balancing the scales. What is wrong, what is right. This is old. The golden ray is embodiment. Is your nervous system knowing where to go, how to be safe, what to eat, what to wear, everything. But you have to embody your soul. Otherwise, you have to listen to. This is the first video about the golden ray. I will do more. This channel is about providing education for the new golden era in all aspects. Your healing, your nervous system, your codes, your astrology, everything. Because it is the holistic, the wise way to be. And this is part of the golden ray. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take the code, and I will be here to guide you in any step of the way, and in more videos that will come. Thank you very much. Bye.